Hi Leo, is Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we're going to do what are their true intentions in love. And, as usual, we have several oracle cards here because this is how we like to do it over here. And this reading could be switched, though. It could, right? And I feel like we start the reading off with the crystal ball. And, it talks about exactly what it is, right? It talks about insight. It talks about understanding things through your intuition, right? That can bring wisdom, of course, because that's where the word wizard comes from. It comes from the wise one. But you get wisdom through experience, but you can also, I feel like, help to gain wisdom by trusting your intuition, right? And we have the owl here, so we know this is about wisdom gained from insight, right? And we have this giant crystal ball here. Yeah, it almost looks like it has legs on it, like it's going to get up and walk away, like it's a real living thing here for sure. We also have this card of the holy water. It can talk about like kind of needing a cleansing, like to kind of sometimes kind of like clear your aura, but it talks about really kind of a thirst for knowledge, right? A thirst to like understand something. And here it is with the crystal ball. So I feel like you are like trusting your intuition, or maybe kind of trying to utilize it here to understand what you need to do, or what you want to do possibly, because I feel like you want change. We have the change card next to the courtship card. I feel like you want a new beginning with somebody. Yeah, and this change card could mean maybe you're just returning to somebody, like changing kind of the vibration or something, but maybe you're in another situation and this is like major change. Like it could be, and there could be somebody, a mature man here. You may be that person, or maybe you're dealing with somebody. And here's the man. I feel like this card is called the burden. It could be. But he is really carrying a major burden. He's somewhere in the Swiss Alps, or, maybe this is Machu Picchu, who knows. But here he is, and he's walking up. He's not even wearing shoes. Maybe he is. But he is carrying a huge stone on his back. He's an old man. He's walking uphill, and the sun is beating on his back. So you're carrying a major burden here. I feel like it has to do with your beliefs. And, here we have the cult, right? And, this cult can talk about a marriage, possibly, or a union that you are in where you're just kind of following the rules, right? Like trusting maybe what you have learned in the past, because these people who are in this cult here are all fooled, of course, right? I mean, here we know that they are, pretty dumb here because they're all bald-headed, but the guy running the cult has this beautiful long hair. He doesn't see a need to cut his hair, but he tells all these people who are following him, well, you need to do that. And that's what these bitches are doing who are kind of running things. Yeah, but that's a whole long, we're not talking about love when I said that. But I feel like you could be you could be feeling also that these beliefs that you kind of are like buying into or something could be like, it could be very burdening here, your belief system, right? You could be held down maybe by a union here, very held down, because that's really what a cult is about. It's about holding people down, like kind of tricking them and holding them down with the tricks or with the lies, etc., propaganda, etc. But long story short, I feel like you feel burdened by some type of, maybe you could be possibly in a union with somebody that maybe you're like, you want to get rid of these old beliefs, maybe, right? Maybe your mother told you, if you never leave the mother of your kids. Some people believe that. There are some men in this world that, I mean, I'm not saying whether or not you are doing that necessarily. I'm saying that there's some type of belief system here that is like kind of really screwing with you. Yeah, and I feel like it's right here next to the liberation card. You want to liberate yourself. Here you are on the goose. Your hands are up, and the man is like, he's either waving goodbye or telling her to stay. I think he's waving goodbye. But this person here, you want this. You want to liberate yourself. This lady's going to another place. She's not just crossing the river on the goose. She's going to a whole different place. And that's what you want, Leo. And this is very burdening because of either you're in a marriage here, right? Or some beliefs are holding you back. And it could be about money. Sometimes that card talks about somebody who is kind of held down because they have money. Yeah, it can talk about that. The fox is here too. And this is, this is somebody who is like trying to strategize, or there's been some deception. You could feel like a fox maybe because I feel like you're trying to like escape. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to escape. And we have the King of Swords over here. And, this talks about, it can talk about somebody, of course, always making a decision. Maybe it's, it can. It can sometimes talk about somebody who's trying to demand respect. Maybe you don't think you have any respect with somebody. Possibly. Because there's some type of major stuck feeling with the colt here. Like, right? And you have figured out, I feel like on some level you have figured out that maybe you have been following some false beliefs. Right? Let's get one more card here for Leo. This is a very interesting reading here. The Ten of Coins. So, this talks about, here we have the door opening to the whole, like this kingdom here. You might have money here. You might be, right? It can talk about that. You may have money, and I feel like you want some type of a union with somebody here, and that is like, this is the change in the courtship. Yeah, you want something here. Let's see what else we have. Let's look at this Ten of Coins and see what their kind of version is of it, because it is really the Ten of Pentacles, right? Which can talk about a marriage. It can talk about somebody can talk about an ending. But it can talk about somebody who has kind of reached a financial plateau, not plateau, but a place of stability in their life. Persistence, business, acumen, riches, and, oh no, this is the King. Sorry, you guys. The Ten of Coins is accumulation, prosperity, expansion, and property. Same thing. So you are, you could be an older man maybe who has some money here. Long story short. Let's get into the reading to find out what's going on here. I feel like we already know really what's going on. And I feel like a decision is a major burden to you here. I feel like there's somebody that you kind of probably really love. But you look like you are... That person is not so much showing up here. This liberation card is showing up. But we have change in courtship. So, yeah. So let's see what we have. And let's see what do we have for you guys. Yeah. We also have this card of the family room. And, it's not really usually about a family. It's really kind of usually about somebody who is... It's a timing card. In many, often that could just be seen as a timing card, the family room. It can talk about 30 days. Yeah. And sometimes it talks about somebody who is very familiar, maybe somebody from the past. It can. Yeah, it can. So let's see what we have here. And we have the Two of Swords. Here you are, the Lover. See, you're trying to make up your mind about a lover. That's what somebody that I feel like that is maybe majorly attractive to you, like a lover. The Queen of Wands is on your mind. That's you. Your challenge here is the Ten of Pentacles. And here's the Ten of Coins here. Your challenge is money. So you might have property or, or some assets, accounts, or I'm not sure, but I feel like you do. And this could be a family that you have the money with. What you want is the Empress, you see? Do you want this, like, passionate, nurturing, sexy somebody here? The Empress. The Empress has she has the feminine symbol here, right? This is the same symbol when you're little. I don't know if they still do it like that. They probably don't. Probably have something weird on there, like all these little check boxes, what your gender might be, like 5 different things, just because they're psychos, you guys. But my point about it is everybody has a right to choose, but it's not even about that. It's about confusing, like, it's just about divide and conquer. That's really what it's about. But let's get back to this, Leo. So we have like the sign here, right? And this is the feminine symbol. This is about sex, too. Like you have some really good sex with somebody. I feel like you do, because the Lovers is over here. And it talks about a choice, but, you know, these people are naked. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what else we have. We have the King of Swords. This is in your fear. And this, you know, this has been showing up here. The King of Swords is like in your fear. Here it's up here, right? And so you're making a decision here, but you could be fearing that you can't make this decision because of this money here, possibly in your challenge. You can't take it with you when you die. I mean, I can understand kind of, you know, money challenging somebody because they're trying to destroy the economy. So I could understand somebody kind of, yeah, they are. And I could sit here about 20 different, would tell you 20 different ways of doing it. And people don't know because they don't pay attention to this stuff. They trust everything's going to be okay. Which is a major error, right? Let's see what we have. What's on your person's mind is the Nine of Pentacles. Like they're going to end up being single. OMG. They don't want to be single. I feel like you're married to this person. Maybe they are Sagittarius. Right here in their current energy we have Temperance. They want their family, most likely. And their challenge here is the Ten of Swords. Like, wow, look at these completions here. Wow, 3 of them right here. So their challenge is the Ten of Swords. Like you're going to end it with them and it's probably going to be harsh. This person might think you are betraying them. I feel like you are. The Empress is here. The courtship is here and the change card is next to it. This Empress, it could be somebody's mother sometimes, right? It can, but I don't feel like this is anybody's mother here. I feel like this is your queen on the outside, most likely. The one that you're sitting here with, Leo, the courtship card. She's wearing a pink dress and he's holding her hand, and God, they look so dorky here. Right? Especially the way the guy sits, like, oh God, like he looks kind of girly there to me. But long story short, but not pretty, but girly. OMG, right? But long story short, you know, this is what you want. There's somebody here that you really want. I feel like you want to fly away from your marriage. It could be hard for you sometime on some level. Yeah, and that Matter and Spirit card can talk about money sometimes. You could also have some belief system here that's holding you back. Some old-fashioned belief. You never leave your wife or husband ever, ever, ever. Or, you know, or maybe you grew up in the church or just something like that. Some kind of maybe guilt trip kind of. Could be. Maybe you are concerned about kids too, possibly. Your person, I feel like they want this Ten of Cups, like they want this, their family possibly. The 9, the 8 of Wands in their fear. Yeah, they're fearing change right here. And what's on their mind is being single and this 10 of Swords. OMG. This person might be in some mindset here where they, you know, the way they think right now is, well, Leo might just be kind of leaving me and like getting, and this, like, Leo, like you could be leaving them and they might be looking at you kind of, or thinking that you are kind of like, well, the worst part's almost over. I just need to do this. I just need to move on. They could be seeing like themselves kind of in this role that way, right? So here you are undecided about the Lovers, about a choice. That's clear. What's on your mind is the Queen of Wands and the 6 of Swords. This is you leaving. And you're frustrated with the situation that you're in. Because this man's walking up the hill with the stone and the hot sun. He is definitely frustrated and burdened. And this Matter and Spirit card can talk about somebody who is like Somebody who's kind of frustrated. Anybody who is like following some type of a cult. Okay, they might not even, depends what cult it is, but anybody who kind of follows blindly some type of cult or some type of beliefs that, long story short, most people who kind of follow cults are frustrated in their own life. I feel like you're frustrated in your life. But I do believe that it's based on some kind of old feelings you had, like some type of old belief system, Leo. Your challenge, Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant. See, you're married. OMG, for sure. I mean, not for everybody, but for somebody out there, you're definitely married. And the interesting thing here is, they're showing this change card next to the courtship card. Now, I'm kind of going to have a little laugh here, but maybe you're changing your relationships here, and you think that your current relationship is a jalopy, because that's what's showing up here. But they're showing the card. I'm bad. They're showing the card with, the car is here and all these, the suitcases are here. Yeah, you're thinking of leaving and major change, for sure. You might be thinking about like you might make up your mind in 30 days here, because of this family room, possibly. I feel like you have somebody here you're very familiar with, like from your past probably. Maybe you're seeing them right now, and you have been deceptive, right, with your person. But I can understand the deception here, because you're like, well, I'm not happy. No, you're not happy in a situation. This is like your third card here. This, the goose, the lady on the goose, liberation. She is so happy to leave. Her hands are up in the air like, take me. Take me on a new journey, please. Wow. Freedom granted. So your person has the Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups. I feel like they had like some major clarity here, and they were grieving. Maybe there was an ending for them already, but it looks like they were kind of, I don't think you have decided an ending yet. I feel like this person's grieving maybe your victory with somebody, or they are grieving some type of clarity, or they are grieving because they know you're making a decision. Yeah. They have Justice and Temperance. I feel like this person understands the truth here that you want out. And this Justice card, they could be grieving, as I said, because they think you're making a decision. We have the sword here, Ace of Swords, and the Justice card. What's on their mind is being single, and the Nine of Cups reversed. This person, this reading is so like crystal clear. Yeah, no wonder they have the crystal ball right here, right? This giant one. It's kind of like my giant crystal ball. You guys see it here? It's so not giant, right? You're going, Denise, that's 2 inches by the circumference or the radius, right? Because it's I don't know, 2.5 inches by 2 inches. I don't think you can do, you don't do circumference with inches. No, you don't. But that's geometry, right? Yeah, I feel like it is. So here's your person, Leo. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. And the 9 of Cups reversed. These are completions. This is what's on their mind. They think you're going to have your wish, and you're going to end it with them, and they're going to be single. Next to the 10 of Swords, in their challenge, the Emperor. They think you're like, they think you have the courage to do this, or you are planning this. Yeah, I feel like they think you are planning it. And the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Maybe they're a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe they want you to have compassion, because this Queen of Cups really kind of, if it's not a water sign, it can talk about love and compassion. They want their family here. I feel like they do. 7 of Swords. They probably want you maybe to escape here from this. They're hoping. Maybe they're hoping you'll escape from this and you'll have some compassion here. This person looks like they're just living on hope, kind of. I feel like this person is kind of hoping they can recover this. this plan. They think you're planning here. That's what this is with the Seven of Swords and the Emperor. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, they're hoping here that they can kind of escape this plan here that you have. Something like that, and maybe recover this. The Eight of Wands is their fear here. See, this is clear, and they are fearing change. And we see the change card up here. And we have the Tower. Yeah, they're fearing an ending here. They're fearing like a shocking... They're fearing this is going to happen quick. Yeah, they are. Wow. Yes, with the Eight of Wands and the Tower together, this person is afraid this is going to happen quickly. OMG. And we have the family room here, which can talk about 30 days, Leo. Yeah. And we're not saying 30 days, have September, April, June, and November. No, this is like 30 days where you're going to give him the axe. That's a terrible way to say it, isn't it? Oh, God, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. And God bless everybody. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.